Hugo Boss Yorkdale, and this is the manager, and he's telling me, you don't know if all the employees have read the bylaw? Do you know that, have you read the bylaw yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what aspect of the bylaw would have all your employees read it?
Excuse me?
Which aspect, there's many aspects in the bylaw, which part of it would make you think, oh, I should have my employees read this bylaw?
No.
The part, you're familiar with the bylaw, so you know that the bylaw says that the operator of the store is responsible for ensuring that all employees in the store are educated on the bylaw and all aspects of the bylaw, right?
Sir, we respectfully.
I'm asking, but
All
no.
we respectfully ask you to do was put your mask on, and if you don't have one,
But he already asked. We've already had this conversation.
That's all we've asked.
And then your employees came up and said, "We're not feeling safe." No. They're more than 2 meters back. Okay, the fact that they're not feeling safe has nothing to do with me, at all. That's their anxiety. That's nothing to do with me. I've already explained that I don't have to wear a mask. Okay, I'm not required to wear a mask. I don't need to tell you that I'm exempt from wearing a mask. I'm not required.
You don't need to.
I'm not required by law. I'm not required to provide any proof.
Provide me any proof.
Okay. The moment that you put bylaw 541/2020 on the door, you are subject to all aspects of that bylaw. You cannot suck and blow. You cannot and suck at the same time. Okay. You can't say, well, you know, you're not wearing a mask, so we can refuse your service. No, you have to adhere to all the exemptions.
No,
you can't do.
Choice.
No, it's not a personal choice. No, it's not a personal choice. No, they don't. No, because you are a public business operating. No, there is laws in effect. If you want to discriminate, yes, you have the choice. You have the choice to discriminate. You absolutely have the choice. But then you can be sued under the Ontario Human Rights Code and sued for $10,000. Right? You can find ways to serve somebody. But my friend is coming in. Your store employees greeted us with such a warm welcome, and then all of a sudden I'm having this conversation. Do I look like I want to? Do you know how many times a day I go through this? Do you think I want to go through this how many times a day? Over a mask? Over something so stupid that doesn't even protect you, that fell down 3 times while you're talking to me, and you're playing with it with your hands that have been touching everything, who God knows what's contaminated on the outside of the mask, and then you're talking, propelling it in my direction. Meanwhile, I'm not wearing a mask, okay, and my germs, they can be coming your way, but I'm subject to all the bacteria that's on your mask that isn't your germs.
But at least we're trying. We're trying to be united. We're trying to be better.
Okay,
Right?
great. So when I've already explained to you I can't wear one, to continuously press and to say we don't have to serve you, I'm letting you know, I'm educating you on the law. Once you put a bylaw on the door, you're subject to all aspects of the bylaw.
The law also states for any place of business, including any retail space of business, a price that's on an item or anything that you are selling as a business is an intent to offer for you to come in to offer to purchase. We can respectfully decline. That's not just Hugo Boss. That is the law that states anyone can respectfully decline to sell anything in their store to anyone, regardless.
You said
that is the law.
Respectfully and discriminating is not respectfully.
Look,
don't tell me it's respectfully when you're discriminating against somebody.
You by any means,
but when you're choosing,
when
when you're picking and choosing, that's not respectfully. That's discrimination. Okay, are you familiar with the Access of Disabilities Act?
Yes, I'm
Do you know
very
how much?
familiar with it.
Do you know how much you could be sued for denying somebody for service with a service animal?
Yes.
Okay, what's the difference with a mask if somebody has a medical exemption?
Look, sir, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
No, because you know I'm right. I'm going to make a complaint to Hugo Boss.
You're more than welcome to,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm going to. I'm going to make a complaint. I'm going to make sure that they know that when you have a bylaw, city bylaw listed on your door,
Yep.
you need to adhere to all aspects.
Sure.
You can't sit there and be like, well, all of a sudden after the fact, my employees are uncomfortable with you in the store, so we're using that as an excuse. No, if your employees are uncomfortable, they can maintain 2 meters back. They cannot serve me. But you should have somebody
They can
who can
also
accommodate.
choose to refuse service at that point.
Sorry?
That's what you've been told.
No, you've been told, but you've been incorrect. You've been incorrectly told.
And maybe
I've
I've been
spoken with
incorrect.
Sonia Garbin. Do you know who Sonia is?
Yes, I know
Okay,
Sonia Garbin.
I've spoken with Sonia.
Yes.
She reassured me that you guys aren't allowed to refuse service.
Okay, fair.
Okay, I've spoken with the city of Toronto and the police.
Yeah.
They've reassured me that they could say, yeah, they can refuse your service, but then you can turn around and sue them on the Ontario Human Rights Code. So that's your choice, right?
So I understand there's a dispute going on here between wearing a mask. Am I understanding that correctly?
I'm having a conversation with this gentleman.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
was
having a
called here.
conversation
I
with
was
you.
called here, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
speak
nice.
to you both for now, okay?
We're going to let this gentleman look around.
you're gonna
We're not going to escalate this any further.
I understand.
Than we need to at this point in time.
I understand.
This gentleman's welcome to take a look around. I don't think we need to escalate any further as of right now.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, as long as that's okay with you, then I'm gonna just stand by outside. Okay.
Why? What were you coming to say?
Well, in case, in the event that they were gonna ask you to leave, that's all I was gonna say.
Was
okay?
what?
If he was gonna ask you to leave, then I was gonna issue a trespass. But he's saying you can stay inside.
You're
the
going to
store?
issue me a trespass for what?
No, we're in the house.
Are you?
Anyways.
Have you been?
So
Have
everything's
you read
okay
the
here?
bylaw? I want to know.
Alright?
No. Can I? Excuse me. I want to know. Can I get your number on record? Are you familiar with Sonia Garvin? Have you read the bylaw?
Yes.
You've read the bylaw. Are you familiar with the exemptions in the bylaw?
Okay, sir. You're fine to stay.
Are you familiar with private
You're
property
okay to
laws?
stay in the
Do you know
store?
that? Do you know that bylaw 541/2020 is on the door? Oh, now you're running away. Yeah. Hold accountability to himself.